welcome back to the Marlins here on OOTP 26. And what you are looking at is not this year's postseason bracket. This was the 2032 postseason history here as we dropped that series to the Boston Red Sox. Unfortunately, was not able to get over the hump here. Marlins dropped that 4-2 to the Red Sox in the World Series. And now this year, getting a rematch here with the new realignment in the ALCS as the Red Sox take out the Phillies in 7 games. We almost had ourselves Marlins-Phillies again, but instead we find ourselves with a rematch of the 2032 Fall Classic, Marlins and Red Sox. While on the National League side of things, it is the Minnesota Twins, the winners of the Great Lakes Division, taking on the Cincinnati Reds, who took out the Los Angeles Dodgers in 7 games. The 116-game winners do not advance in the playoffs. They get first rounded. Obviously, it's not the actual first round, but it's the first round they play. They lose to the Reds. Very funny ending for the Dodgers in their season. As that opens up that series, if we advance, we will not have to face that Dodgers team. But obviously, we have to get through the Red Sox first. We have made one change to our roster here, as Luke Garreau is going to miss this series and the next one, the rest of the playoffs, with his... What exactly was it he was out with? Bicep strain that'll keep him out 4 to 5 weeks. Or I guess he may return after the championship series if he's back by then, but it's, 4 to 5 weeks, so... doubt he is back by then. He'll probably miss the entire rest of the postseason, even if we advance. So taking his spot on the postseason roster will be Rod Quijones, the man who throws the 100-plus mile-an-hour cutters with the sliders to go with it, who has just never been able to put together like a really good season in the big leagues for us. But he was just the best available that we had when it comes to pitchers that we could have went with. It was either him or we could have gone with Hideo Okita, who's like whatever. Casey Peterson, who's whatever. William Bautista doesn't really impress me enough to go with him. Or there's this Greg Mursky guy who was in Double-A at a Gloucester Catholic High School in New Jersey. He could have been something, but decided not to go with him. Or Bill Borges, who just has the terrible home runs allowed at the moment. So we're not trying to go with him. So I just figured that Rod Quijones was our best option available. But taking a look at this Boston Red Sox team, they were the 3rd best team in the Metro. We just played the 4th best team in the Orioles, and now the Red Sox, who were another wildcard team, as we are the only first-round bye, aside from the Twins, that have moved on. So it's us and the Twins are the only team who actually took advantage of the first-round bye. The Red Sox 90 wins coming out of the Metro Division. As we'll take a look at how they did this season. Looks like they were more so hitting than pitching and defense, where the Orioles were all pitching and defense, no hitting. These guys, their pitching and defense doesn't look that great. They were 8th with a lot of, that's pretty much they were 4th in strikeouts, but 8th in zone rating, 9th in home runs allowed, 8th in opponent's average, hits allowed, WAR, runs allowed, starters ERA, ERA total. They had the worst bullpen ERA, one of the worst walks in BABIP. So not a great pitching and defending team, but offensively, top 5-ish in a lot of stuff. So definitely some bats to look out for here on this team. Taking a look at those bats, Alfredo Perez is their big bopper at first base, 70 grade power for the 20-year-old. This was his first season where he really broke out. 53 home runs, 132 ribbies for him, with a league-leading .630 slugging percentage. They've also got Parker Lowe, who's been on this team for a while. Really steady second baseman for them. Plays really good defense, and then also is decent enough offensively. Hit 30 home runs this year. James Ricks is their 3rd baseman. He was their first-round pick in 2027. He's a solid player over on the hot corner. Big gap power player. Jacob Parker, 7th-round pick in 2025. He's a real player. He, it looks like he's had some up and down seasons. Plays a really good corner outfield, but has been, like I said, up and down offensively. This year was around league average with 23 home runs. They also have Franklin Arias as their shortstop. Very good defender, mainly defense these days. Not so much offense. And then they have 32-year-old Roman Anthony, who on paper does still have some decent ratings. but is wrecked and looks like he has some trouble staying on the field. This year was an around league average hitter for them. They also have Bo Naylor coming off their bench. They've got this Bill Sanford guy. He's whatever. This Travis Boyd guy looks like he's going to be good for them down the stretch, but right now he is a young player still developing. They have Drew Romo at catcher. We all know about Drew Romo. He spent a lot of time in Colorado, many, many years in Colorado, from 2024 all the way through 2036. And this is, I guess they got him at the deadline. They did indeed, from the Rockies. And then they also still have Sodan Rafaela. He's playing shortstop for them. And he was just truly terrible offensively and defensively for them, it looks like. He's totally cooked at this point. And then taking a look on the pitching side of things for them, they have Alex Hermosillo, who is their one starter, big-time movement control pitcher, works deep into games, former scouting discovery. He is by far their best pitcher. They also have Justin West, who's been a solid player for them, ground baller. Looks like they got him from the Angels at the deadline. They also have Yoshihiko Kobayashi, who they traded for from Cleveland in, I guess, last year's deadline. And he's been overall pretty damn solid for them. I mean, he put up a 2 WAR and 11 starts for them after picking up the deadline last season, and then it was good FIP, not so great ERA, but still basically 3 WAR season for them with a 30% K rate. Big-time swing and miss guy. And then their fourth guy is Yoiker Fajardo. He is a 30-year-old extreme ground baller. Put together a bunch of steady seasons for them since 2033. And the bullpen doesn't look that intimidating. They have Jorge Ayala, who was their 10th round pick in 2030. Looks like he's got some good stuff. They've got Yarlin Susana, who has some good stuff. And then a bunch of random guys who don't really seem that intimidating. But that is the Red Sox. Let's get into the series. So we are here at Lone Depot Park, starting off the American League Championship Series against the Boston Red Sox. We have made one change to the lineup. The only change is that Dustin Aspel is catching today instead of Kyle Ortega, who went hitless in the DS against the Orioles. Let's get into it here. Top one, they do nothing. With Elizalde on the bump for us, they have Yoiker Fajardo going. He's on the bump here in the bottom of the first. And we do nothing. They get a runner on second in Drew Romo with 2 outs for Parker Lowe. And he goes down looking. On the curveball, we move things on bottom 2. We have a runner on second base in Garza for Sergio Del Cid. 1-1 count. Rips one down the left field line. That'll get cut off, but it is still going to be a 2-bagger for Del Cid. Drives in a run. We strike first. 1-0 for the Fish. Rocking the teal sleeves today. So runner on second here, as now Bobby Witt steps in. He flies one out to right field. Going to be shallow. The runner will stay put at second base. Moves up to Dustin Aspel now with 2 outs. 2-1 count to him. That's going to find some outfield grass. Already doing better than Ortega. That's going to make it a 2-0 lead here for the Fish. Runner on first base. Anything else going? Dustin Aspel. Did he just swipe second? Here for Dylan Head. 2-2 count. That's going to get through. Aspel will head home and score. RBI base knock for Dylan Head. 3-0 for the Marlins. Head moves up to second base on the throw. Now Justin Davenport steps in the batter's box. Grounds one left side. They make the out. So 3 down finally, but we tack on 3 in the inning to take a 3-0 lead onto the top of the third. Elizalde works a scoreless frame as we get a leadoff hit, and then Mark Antonio steals second. So Garcia, well hit into the right center field gap. That gets down up against the wall. Easy 2-bagger for Garcia. Scores Mark Antonio. 4-0 for the Fish. The bats have shown up, folks. Now it's Jalen McCoy. Spits on ball 4. First and second, nobody out for Garza. Ground ball right side. They get the runner at second, but Garza reaches on a fielder's choice. Runners on the corners here for Del Cid. We're going to try to swipe second. Garza off and running. Throw down not in time. 2 in scoring position for Del Cid. Works a full count. Spits on ball 4. Bases are juiced for the fish. Brings up Bobby Witt. Take a pitch as you just saw a guy get walked. Make him throw a strike. 2-0. Now you're swinging away. A full count. Skies it in the infield. That'll be 2 down. Still bases loaded for Dustin Asbel. 2-1 count. Ground ball. Fielded by the second baseman low. Nothing else going. So it's a 4-0 lead for the fish. Move things on top 4. Elizalde scoreless frame. Davenport's on second here. 2 outs for Garcia. Line drive of the second baseman. Move things on top 5. Elizalde gives up a base runner here. 1 out, runner on second base. 1-2 to Arias. 2-2 now. Struck him out. 2 down, runner on second. Brings up Jacob Parker, their leadoff hitter. Will pitch around with first base open. Ground ball to first base. McCoy makes the play. Nothing going for the Sox. Move things on bottom 5. Let's just have it. We tack on 2 more. It's a 6-0 lead for the fish. 2-run home run for Bobby Witt Jr. The old man delivers. As they have 2 on with 2 outs for James Ricks. That's going to be flying out to deep left field, but caught by Garcia. 3 down, still 6-0. Bottom 6 here. We do nothing. Top 7. Scoreless frame. Bottom 7. We do nothing. Elizalde at 101 pitches. He's going to come out of the game. We're going to bring in Cajones with a 6-run lead. Why not? Scoreless frame for him. We do nothing. Scoreless frame. 2 innings for Cajones. Shuts the door. 6-0 for the fish. We take game 1. It's now time for game 2 here at Lone Depot Park. We're up 1-0 in the series. We have Pedro Patino on the bump. Aspel is catching once again. And it's the lefty lineup, as you can see. Mark Antonio's in left. We have Domingos Ferdique at third base. And that is because, for some reason, all 4 of their starters are not fully rested. So they are going with Tyler Schweitzer as their starting pitcher. Not exactly who you want starting a game in the LCS. 40 grade Tyler Schweitzer here. Believe this guy is real. If I'm not mistaken, he is with the White Sox in real life. Yes, 5th round pick at a Ball State. I knew it. Don't test me. So top 1 here, Patino. Scoreless frame, Schweitzer. Scoreless frame, top 2. Scoreless frame. We do nothing. They do nothing. We have runners on first and second here, bottom 3. As Alex Garcia steps in. Pops it up to left field. That'll be 2 down. First and second now. For Jalen McCoy against the lefty. Well hit. Left field. Over the head of Roman Anthony. Cannot make the play. That'll probably clear the bases. It will indeed. A bases clearing triple for Jalen McCoy as the fish jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the 3rd inning. Brings up Jorge Garza with a runner on third, who grounds one to second base. Nothing going for him. 2-0 fish. Move things on top 4. As the Red Sox get 2 base runners on with 1 out here for Alfredo Perez, their big bopper. But he goes down swinging. Then it brings up Cruz Alvarado, who gets plunked. Bases are juiced for the Sox. Brings up James Ricks. He goes down swinging. So still nothing for the Sox as they strand the bases loaded. We're on to the bottom of the 4th, where Harai just homered because he's the lefty masher, folks. I mean, it's just incredible what this guy does against lefties. One of my favorite players we've ever had in any... One of my favorite players I've ever had in any OOTP save. Not even just series, just any OOTP save I've ever played in my life. Just a very funny sort of lefty masher player, but hits the home run, 3-0 for us. We're still cooking. Runner on second base here, 1 out for Bobby Witt. He flies one to left field, but that's played perfectly by Anthony. 2 down, brings up Davenport, who watches strike... it gets away. It gets away. So runner on third here. 2-2 to Davenport, who hits it well, but right at the center fielder. Nothing going. So we're on to the 5th now. Patino. Scoreless frame. Mark Antonio is on second base here with a full count to Garcia. Grounds one up the middle, but fielded by their shortstop, Arias. 1 down, runner moves up to third base, and Schweitzer has to come out of the game as they bring on Johnny Boudreau out of Vancouver. Did I see he has 35 home runs, a lot extreme fly ball? Interesting. Lefty to face Jalen McCoy. We'll see how that goes. Of course, he just works the ground ball because that's just how it works. And then he gets hurt. So now they got to bring in Jose Gonzalez, who's another fly ball pitcher, right-hander to face Jorge Garza. And then he grounds at the second base. Jesus Christ. So nothing going for the fish. Move things on top 6. Pedro Patino. Scoreless frame. Bottom 6 now. Harai just homered again. Against a righty this time. Harai is just on fire, folks. 750, 3 home runs in the series. I mean, what are you going to do? So bottom 6 here. Let's just let Freddie hit. Why not? As we have runner on second base. 2 outs for Davenport. He spits on ball 4. First and second, 2 outs for Mark Antonio. He spits on ball 4. So it's bases juiced. 2 outs for Alex Garcia. He hits one to center field, but that'll be caught on a line by Alvarado. Move things on to the 7th, where I'm tempted to let Patino pitch. All right. He gets 1 out. Now he's going to get 2. Ground ball to second base. Boom. He's at 106 pitches. We'll let him face low, and that'll be his last batter no matter what. Walks him. He's coming out. We are going to bring... we're going to bring TJ Griffin in just because they have all these lefties coming up next inning. And of course he gives up a hit there. Runner goes to third base. Maybe I should just taken out Patino before we allowed the walk. So runners are on the corners here with 2 speedy guys on. Jacob Parker, lefty on lefty. Right at the center fielder. Garza makes the play. We are now on to the bottom of the 7th. We'll just half it. 5 runs in the inning. My goodness. McCoy walks. Garza walks. They bring in a new pitcher. Harai against a righty. Singles. That scores a run. 3-run home run for Domingos Ferdique against a righty. Asbel singles, Witt walks, Davenport singles, that scores a run, and then Susana walks a guy, gets a fielder's choice, and then gets a fly out. We tack on 5. It's a 9-0 game. Griffin cannot get the lefties out because, of course, we are now going to go to Ramon Hernandez here. He gets a fly ball there from Perez. That's going to be 1 down. Next batter up, Alvarado. That's a ground ball through the infield. That'll score a run, so the shutout is over. It's a 9-1 game. James Ricks comes up. He goes down swinging 2 down, brings up Drew Romo, the former Rocky, who flies one out to left field. Mark Antonio puts it away. Move things on bottom 8. as we will half it. We don't do anything. Top 9. Hernandez shuts the door. It's a 9-1 victory as the Red Sox take a drop the second game as we take a 2-0 lead here in the series. The series now moves to Fenway Park in Boston as we were up 2-0 in the series, looking to go up 3-0. Alex Hermosillo, their ace, is on the bump. We have Marika Godfrey going. Let's get into it. Top 1. We do nothing. They have a runner on second base. 2 outs, 2-2 count to Alfredo Perez. He hits one to deep center field. But Dylan Head makes the play. Hell yes. Only someone of his defensive caliber. That's right. Dylan Head. Respect him. He should have more gold gloves than he does. But top 2 here. We have first and second. 1 out for Bobby Witt, who goes down swinging on a forkball. And then Dustin Asbell comes up, who I forgot to mention is starting at catcher again, and he flies out to right field. Nothing going for the Fish. So we are now on to the bottom of the second. And they tack on 2. 2-run home run for Parker Lowe. Fantastic stuff. Gets at it from there. It's top 3. Dylan Head's on second base. 0-2 count to Davenport. Now works it back full. Rips one to center, but that'll be caught on a line. So 1 down, Head on second still. Brings up Mark Antonio, who rips one out to right center. Off the top of the wall, ricochets away from the right fielder. That's going to score a runner easily. It's a 2-1 ball game as Mark Antonio is in scoring position on second base with a double. Brings up Alex Garcia. He hits one well to left field out towards the Green Monster. Great view we're getting here. Could definitely see what happened. Looks like it was a fly out, so 2 down, runner on second still for McCoy. As he just flies one to shallow right. And it's the second baseman putting it away way out there. So 3 down, but we do cut the lead in half. Godfrey in some trouble here, first and second. 2 outs for Cruz Alvarado, who spits on ball 4. Its bases juiced for James Ricks, who pops one up into foul territory, right side. McCoy puts it away. 3 down. Still 2-1. Top 4 here. Garza's on second. 1 out for Bobby Witt, who rips one into left center field. That's going to get up off the monster. Beautiful view we're getting here once again. That should score a run, make it a 2-2 ball game. A Bobby Witt RBI double, who has been clutch as fuck this postseason here. The old man getting it done again. He's on second for Dustin Asbell, who grounds the 2-2 out to shortstop. Witt moves up to third base. They throw across the diamond for out number 2. It's now Dylan Head, who grounds one. Diving play by the first baseman, but they can't make the play as Hermosillo cannot field it cleanly at first. So the run comes in. Head speed makes that happen. 3-2 Fish lead. We're on top for the first time in this game. Head goes and swipes second base. They don't even throw down. So 2 down here. Runner on second for Davenport. Whiffs through that. Gets away from the catcher a bit, but Head stays in second base. And then Davenport goes down swinging. Strands Head at second base. We do have a 3-2 lead in the game as we deposit 2 in the inning. So bottom 4 here. Godfrey in some trouble immediately. Drew Romo doubles. Parker Lowe then goes down swinging, so it's 1 down, brings up Arias. He goes down swinging, brings up Jacob Parker, who also goes down swinging. Godfrey goes 1-2-3 after allowing the leadoff double. Still a 3-2 ball game. Move things on top 5. We do nothing. They do nothing. Garza's on second base here with 1 out for Bobby Witt. Goes down swinging. 2 down for Dustin Asbel, who pops it up shallow in the infield. Parker Lowe puts it away. Nothing going for the Fish. So bottom 6 here. Godfrey's at 91 pitches. We are going to go to the bullpen here. Hector Alfaro is going to come into the game. Runner on second here. 2 outs for Parker Lowe. Ground ball third base. Del Cid makes the play. And that's a clean frame. Move things on to the 7th. Nothing going for us. Alfaro still only has 8 pitches. We're going to throw him again. Scoreless frame. We're on to the top of the 8th. McCoy and Garza are on second and first, respectively, for Sergio Del Cid. Against Yarlin Susana here, who works a pop-up left side. 2 down. Brings up Bobby Witt. Ripped off. Oh, man, I thought it was destined for the monster. Instead, it's destined for Roman Anthony's glove. Still a 3-2 game. We're on to the bottom of the 8th. We are going to turn to, it's 3-4-5 due up. We're going to turn to Angel Macias here, who is our new stopper, taking Luke Garreau's place. Or the new right-handed stopper, I should say. And he works a scoreless frame. Top 9. Davenport's on second here. 2 outs for Mark Antonio, forcing Jorge Ayala. Spits on ball 4. First and second now. 2 outs for Garcia. Ripped up the middle. Slow roller. Rounding third and heading home is the runner. That's going to tack on an insurance run. Make it 4-2 here for the Fish. On an RBI single from Garcia. Moves up the second on the throw, as well as Mark Antonio to third. So 2 down, 2 in scoring position for Jalen McCoy, who spits on ball 4. Bases are juiced for Jorge Garza. 3-1 count. Rips one. Fielded by Lowe, nothing else going. So we strand the bases loaded, move things on to the bottom of the 9th. It's Macias facing Romo, Lowe, and Arias. 1-2-3 go the Sox. And the Marlins get out of it. Win game 3. We're up 3-0 in the LCS. Looking to sweep the Red Sox as their backs are against the wall. Some great performances from our pitching staff there. Godfrey only gives up 2 runs, 3 hits, 8 Ks through 5. Alfaro gives us 2 scoreless. Macias gives us 2 scoreless. Fantastic stuff. And here we are, game 4 at Fenway Park. We're up 3-0 in the series. Yoshihiko Kobayashi is on the bump for the Red Sox. And we have Omar Garcia on the bump for us, the left-hander. Top 1, let's get into it. Nothing going for us. Nothing going for them. We have Jorge Garza on second base, 1 out. Here, top 2 for Sergio Del Cid, who hits one into center field. That's going to find some outfield grass. Bloop single. Fuck it. Throw to the plate. Here it comes. Dead meat. Dead meat. Figured I would try with the 85 grade speed from Garza, but we get aggressive with it on a 45 arm. Don't end up scoring. They have a 40 grade guy playing center field. Are you kidding me? Anyways, so it's 2. Do we do anything else in this inning? Del Cid swipes second, I guess. 2-1 to Bobby Witt. That's going to be popped up into center field. So nothing going in the inning for us, unfortunately. We move things on. Bottom 2. Garcia works a clean frame. Dylan heads on second here with 1 out for Davenport. Top 3. Davenport goes down swinging. Then it brings up Mark Antonio, who also goes down swinging. So still scoreless. Bottom 3 now. Garcia works a scoreless frame. We're on to the 4th. Back-to-back scoreless frames for each side. It's now on to the 5th. And Sergio Del Cid, who just homered. Bobby Witt with a solo home run. I mean, he's getting series MVP, folks. I mean, he's incredible. The old man gets it done again. It's a 1-0 Fish lead. We don't do anything else. Garcia in some trouble. First and second, 2 outs for Jacob Parker. Lefty on lefty. Goes down swinging. Strands the runners. We're on to the top of the 6th. Nothing going. They have a runner on second, 2 outs, James Ricks. Let's pitch around with first base open. That's going to be popped into center field. Garcia works 6 scoreless here against the Sox as we're on to the 7th. Del Cid's on second base here as Ayala enters the game for the Sox. Bobby Witt at the dish. Slow roller out to third base. They get Witt. Runner stays put at second. 2 down for Dustin Aspel. He goes down swinging. So we're on to the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 lead. It is 5, 6, 7 due up. We are going to go with... let's go Kyson Witherspoon. Wasn't Kyson Witherspoon the Red Sox one of their picks this year in real life, or was it his brother? I know there's 2 Witherspoon brothers. They both go to Oklahoma. I'm pretty sure, at least. I don't remember if it was Kyson or the other one they took. But anyways, Witherspoon's in the game here, bottom 7. And he's in some trouble. Runners on the corners, 1 out for Cruz Alvarado. Are we able to turn to somebody else here? All these lefties up? Yes, TJ Griffin in to face the lefties, and they counter with Angel Maldonado, who crushes lefties. But he skies this one. Shallow right field. That will not be enough to tag up the runner, so 2 down. Brings up Jacob Parker, another lefty. Flies it to center field, and Griffin strands the runners. We're on to the 8th, still 1-0. We do nothing. It's bottom 8. They got a bunch of righties up. We are going to bring in Miguel Acevedo. He's in some trouble. First and second, 2 outs for Drew Romo, who's good against both. 0-2 count. Struck him out. Acevedo delivers. We're on to the 9th. They bring in Jalen Worthy from Weymouth, Mass. Who is this guy? He's a real player. First-year draft out of 2025 out of the Nebraska. 14th round pick. But here it's top 9. Garcia, McCoy, Garza due up for us. Let's go batter by batter, see if we can get some insurance runs here. Garcia works a full count. That's going to be popped up the right field. 1 down. Next batter up, McCoy. 1-1 pitch, or here, 1-1 count. Here it comes, ripped down the left field line into the corner. Is that going to be a Fenway single, or has he got the juice to get the second? He does indeed. McCoy slides into second with a double. Next batter up is Garza. Lefty on lefty. They intentionally walk in to set up the double play for Sergio Del Cid, who we will counter with Domingos Ferdique. Pinch hitting, playing third the rest of the way here. 1-1 count, here it comes. As Ferdique lines it right at Ricks, 2 down. Brings up Bobby Witt Jr. Works a full count. Hits it well to right center field, but not well enough. So it's still just a 1-0 ball game as we move things on to the bottom of the 9th. Bunch of lefties due up in a big spot. It's Ben Abel time. He comes in facing Naylor, Anthony, and then Maldonado. Let's go batter by batter here. Facing Roman Anthony. Here comes the full count. Struck him out. 1 down. Or that was Naylor, never mind. Now it's Roman Anthony. Full count to him as well. That's going to be ripped into right field for a base knock. So the go-ahead run is at the dish in a right-handed batter of Angel Maldonado, who crushes left-handed pitching. Risky spot here. We're pitching around. 0-2 count. Struck him out. Looking. 2 down. Brings up Jacob Parker. The 1-2. Grounded. Abelt Fields. There it is, folks. The Fish are on to the World Series for the first time in a while. Or not the first time in a while. Did we just lose? No, we lost to the Dodgers in the CS. That's right. So this is the first time in the while we have been to the World Series. I think it was either the Red Sox time or the time we lost to the Rangers. I don't remember specifically which one, but we are now on to the World Series here in 2036 after back-to-back sweeps of the Orioles and now the Red Sox here. We take a look at the playoff coverage. There was the Orioles series, 4-0 over them, 7 games set, easily dispatched them. Garza gets the MVP. Move on to the CS. Garza got that MVP too, not Bobby Witt. I mean, he did hit well. I guess Bobby Witt just overall wasn't great, but he had like some home runs and some big spots. I mean, you could have given it to Harai too for his little contribution, but I'm not mad at Garza getting it. Garza fantastic. As always, the boys' bats delivered this game. The pitching was great, aside from TJ Griffin in that one inning that he had. But overall, dominate the Red Sox, 4-0 over them. We have not lost in the postseason yet as we move things on to either face the Minnesota Twins or the Cincinnati Reds in the 2036 Fall Classic.